Hi there, this is Wes Moss with, I guess, my final Whole30 update. Still can't believe I was talked into doing these videos to give updates. But really, again, a big part of what we do, we're a financial firm, and our mantra and our guiding principles here is to help retirees find happiness in retirement. So we want our folks to be happy and healthy. I read a book a decade ago that it really had a big influence on me called the Blue Zones, the 6 places around the world where people live the longest. And I love those habits of either happy retirees, habits of people that live the longest, the healthiest. And we're always kind of searching for great ways to improve lifestyle. Our firm is not just about money, it's about the whole lifestyle of retirement. So I did this Whole30 program. So it's really not a diet. I think it's the first thing to help people understand. And millions of people have gone through this. So this is really for, if you're thinking about doing this, I'm a dad, I have 4 little kids. So that part of it's not easy. My wife, this is something that she talked me into doing. I thought, hey, this is a good idea. It's really about it's about eating healthier, but it gives you some guidelines on how to do that. So I don't think of it as a diet like to lose weight. It was really, or is, and now I'm on day 31. So I finished my Whole30 yesterday. So this is my final update. It's really about being able to be a better eater and a healthier eater and eating clean. If you can imagine, I think I talked about this in the first video, I open up the closet door of my pantry for mostly where my kids eat and where I snack from, and it's just a processed, it's just everything is in a box or in a plastic thing or in another box and in a wrapper, and it's all got sugar, even the healthy stuff. Even honey granola for breakfast has like as much sugar, which I've learned, as like 5 Oreos. So what I realized is that even though I thought I was kind of eating healthy, I'm eating all this processed really junk that says not healthy at all. And sugar is something that probably kills a lot of Americans. And we don't think about it, but we all know that it contributes to the obesity rate. And what Whole30 tries to do is just get you away from sugar. It's really about no sugar or no processed sugar. You can still eat fruit. I've eaten a ton of apples and mandarin oranges and found other oranges that I love called Sumo oranges from California, like super sweet, better than any candy, quite frankly. But I think I've just learned how to eat in a very different way. And cutting out, the main thing to cut out would be snacks and carbs and bags of pretzels and jars of peanut butter. And it has a really significant impact. I mean, there's really no question about it. It is when you get through it, the first week's kind of hard because you're getting off carbohydrates and you stop doing these weird cycles of energy and tired and then you just end up on a very sustainable energy path. I would say a number one question that I get from folks is, how do you feel? Do you have more energy? The answer is yeah, absolutely. And it's more sustainable and it's steadier. I've joked that I almost have like an annoying amount of energy. Like I'm pretty energetic that I've had to almost control myself. Also lived through, January is a tough month. We have 4 little kids. 2 of them had the flu. My wife had the flu and had to restart Whole30 because she had the actual influenza that was pretty tough. I fortunately didn't get it. The kids have also had colds. I typically get it like day 1 from them. I still haven't really gotten that. I don't know if you could call it Whole30 or not, but there's just a tremendous amount of benefits from an energy perspective. I feel as though it's more of a light switch. You're either awake or asleep, which is exciting, and has been a nice welcome development. And I just learned to eat in a different way. And I've said even in the first video, I kind of cheated on a lot of this in the fact that there's a meal prep company in Atlanta that I've used over the years off and on. And when I went back to their website, they actually say, hey, if you want to keep getting meals, you can do it as Whole30. So I ordered a lot of our dinners and a lot of our lunches even. But after a couple of weeks of ordering them and sticking to that, it kind of taught me how to cook. So I was like, oh, this is good and this is good. I started eating plantains. I've never eaten them in my life. Japanese sweet potatoes, which are arguably my favorite food now. Just so good and healthy for you. Never ever had them in my life. So now I'm cooking them. So I think I've learned too just how to eat better. And I feel a whole lot better. My wife's now probably about 2 weeks into this. So she's kind of gotten through the rough patch. She's starting to feel better. So we did this as a healthy lifestyle choice, not just, hey, we want to lose some weight. Now, I will tell you on the weight side, no question, you're gonna lose weight when you do this thing. I mean, you're gonna probably, I think the minimum you'll lose is 5. You could lose up to 30 pounds doing this if you do it right for a whole month. I lost 15, almost 20, which is about, I don't think I've ever done that in my life without like running every single day. I think I trained for a half marathon a couple years ago and lost like 12 pounds. This has been more dramatic than that, and I haven't been doing a ton of cardio. So I've had to do at least 1 belt loop, almost 2 belt loops. So waist size in a lot. And I just feel a lot better. The question is, are you going to keep doing it? What are you going to go back to day one? Are you going to eat pasta and pizza and start drinking craft beer again? And the answer is no. I don't think so. I certainly hope not. I want to stay away from just eating a bag of pretzels, a jar of peanut butter, and a box of frosted mini wheats, or which is like a poison but so good, Frosted Flakes. If you've ever had Frosted Flakes, you can just replace Skittles with Frosted Flakes. It's just like 110% sugar. So I've learned just not to do that. Luckily here at the office, I had somebody here as a Whole30 coach who'd just been through it, scolding me every day to stay on task, not drink, even though I went to a Zach Brown concert and a bunch of other stuff. I even had one of my best friends at a 40th birthday party, a wine dinner, and didn't drink, and I was fine with that. I'll go back to, I'm not going to not drink now for the rest of my life. I'm sure I'll eat bread again. But I think what I'll do is slowly reintroduce some of the things that I maybe missed and I still think are healthy. But the Whole30 is about finding what makes you feel, what foods kind of don't sit well with you. And whether it's, if you drink wine and you're allergic to sulfates, and it's not the wine that's hurting or the alcohol, it's the food part of it that might not be sitting well with you. So I don't know what it is for you, and that's why it's kind of a unique experience for anybody to go through to try to eat better. And if there's anything I know for sure in America is that we eat like crap. I mean, I've done it for years. My kids still, quite frankly, eat like crap. I'd love to be able to do some sort of version of this for them and do some sort of Whole30 or at least something healthier. But I think now that I understand food a little better, maybe my wife and I will be able to do that with the boys as well. So the update is that it is as advertised. It's a little bit tough and a little complicated early on, but is it worth it? The answer is 100%. It is worth it for all of the above. Energy, sustainability, your immune system seems stronger and better. You recover quicker. You feel better. Better mood. I mean, all the things that they list like 100 things when you read the little Whole30 book of all the side effects that you're supposed to get. And one of them is not weight loss. Not supposed to do it for weight loss. But you kind of can't not lose weight, I think, unless you're already tiny. You can't not lose weight if you do it. So I really like it as an education, and I've already talked to a bunch of clients about it throughout the last month. They're like, oh, you look kind of thin. And I talked about it, and it's motivating. They're like, oh, I want to do that. I want to try that. Well, try it. And I really doubt you would regret it if you do. And if you do so, I wish you the very best of luck and eternal health.